Some GOP lawmakers slamming President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief bill, calling it a blue state bailout. Included in the bill with other left-leaning proposals would be $350 billion in federal aid to state and local governments to bail out other states. Here to react is Iowa Congresswoman Ashley Hinson. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ainsley. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So what is your biggest issue with the Democrats' bill?
Well, I think it just comes down to fiscal mismanagement, Ainsley. Look at these blue states that have had trouble managing their budgets for years, even before we were in this pandemic. So what I think is wrong about sending $350 billion of taxpayer money is taxpayers in Iowa shouldn't be bailing out these states that haven't been able to manage their budgets. I served in the Iowa House for 4 years before I ran for Congress, and I'm serving here. And Iowa's budget is one of the most resilient in the country because we spend less money than we take in Iowa. That's how Iowans have to manage their budgets at their kitchen tables. Iowa families, working families, and obviously I think the federal government could learn a thing or two from how we do it in Iowa, but clearly these blue states should as well. That's why I think this is a completely irresponsible proposal to be sending this kind of bailout money to these blue states.
Which blue states are in the worst shape that need this bailout?
Well, look at California, New York, Illinois. I mean, they have unfunded liabilities that they'll never be able to get themselves out of. I mean, they keep digging themselves into a deeper hole and expecting taxpayers to come in and foot the bill. I ran for Congress to be a taxpayer advocate, and so I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that these provisions of this relief package do not move forward. We need targeted relief, things like the PPP program, the payments to people who are suffering, unemployment benefits to those who are out of work because of COVID-19. That's what this bill should be about, and we need to stop playing politics with it. The Democrats need to stop playing politics with it, and we need to move forward with targeted relief. $1.9 trillion is just too big of a price tag.
I know you're working on other legislation, and you have something that you want to talk about this morning for the very first time right here on Fox and Friends.
Absolutely. Actually, today I'm going to be introducing the bill, Vaccinate Americans, Not Terrorists. Earlier this week, I co-sponsored a resolution in the House with Elise Stefanik, Congresswoman from New York, basically saying, hey, vaccines should be going to Americans first, not to terrorists at Gitmo. I was really appalled to hear of a plan to actually move forward with vaccinating terrorists like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the terrorist who planned the 9/11 attacks here in the United States. So my bill today that I'm introducing will basically say, hey, if there are any doses of the vaccine, they need to be going to Americans first if there's a need there. Iowans are waiting. I'm hearing from them every day, calling into my office saying, where can I get the vaccine? So we need to prioritize making sure that cops in Cedar Rapids, teachers in Waterloo, and nurses in Dubuque are getting that vaccine.
That's right. That's right. Hopefully you'll get bipartisan support on that one. All right. Thank you so much, Congresswoman, for being with us.
Thank you, Ainsley.
You're welcome. Still ahead, from lockdown restrictions to the crackdown on the Keystone Pipeline.